Jai Gurudev. Today we are going to start determiners. So many times and so often we have used phrases like my shirt, an orange, an apple, the table, these books, those books, each and every student, etc. When we use such phrases, what are we trying to tell? We are trying to tell others object that we are talking about is a general object or specific object. So, the words used before a noun to determine whether it is specific or general is called determiners. We will go to definition. A determiner is a word that comes before a noun to indicate which thing we are referring to. Determiners also indicate whether we are referring to one thing or several things and specific or general. Kinds of determiners. Articles. In articles, a and the. Demonstrative determiners, these, that, these, those we can indicate. Possessive determiners, my, our, his, their, etc. Quantifiers, some, any, each, every, either, neither, few, little, several, many, etc. Interrogatives, which word we are using to make the questions. What, which, whose, whom, and again extra. Exclamatory, what, such. Here, articles a and the are called determiners. Words like these, my, some, which, and each are also determiners when used with nouns. Look at these phrases. A boy, an aeroplane, the best girl, this house, my shirt, someday, each students. So a and the, this, my, some, each. These all words are determinants. So first we will go to articles a and the. Articles can be classified as indefinite articles, definite articles. A and an are indefinite articles. They do not point out any particular thing or person. Definite articles, the is called definite articles. The is used when we speak of something in particular. So first we will see indefinite articles. It is used for singular noun, a pen, a ball, a tree, a car, an orange, an apple, and yes, exactly. Okay, tell me what different between the two. Having words of vowels a, e, I, o, u. Now, the difference between a and an is on the uses of the sound of first letter of the next word. Look at the first word. Whenever you have this article, check the next word, the starting sound. If you look at the alphabet, it's a consonant. Now, whenever you are using a or an, check the next word, the starting sound, not the alphabet. We will see the infinite articles rule. It is used for singular noun. A pen, a ball, an elephant, an owl. Second, it is used before the names of profession. For example, a teacher, an engineer. We have to see, always we have to check the first word, first letter of next word. Before units of price, speed, ratio, weight. Apples cost rupees 90 a kilo. So kilo is a unit of weight, and for that we used here a. Instead of 1 before certain numbers, for example 100, 1 billion, 1 era, we used a hundred, a billion, an era to express frequency. Once a month, thrice a week. Next, if there is an adjective before noun, opening sound of adjective decides a or an. Here, a red apple. So, if red is not there, so what we have to use before apple? It is an. But it is red apple. So, we have to see the next word alphabet. It is R, and for that we used a red apple. Case of article an. Before the words beginning with a vowel sound. Vowel sound, which are vowel sound? A, E, I, O, U. We have to use an. An extra. It is vowel. For that it is an. An ant. It is vowel, and for that it is an. A consonant may have vowel sound sometimes. Here you can see an honest. Honest. H. H it is vowel? No, it is not vowel. But H it is silent word. Honest. Pronunciation sound it comes O, and for that it is an. An R. H is silent word. So pronunciation sound it comes O. So it is an R. Next, use before abbreviations if word begin with vowel sound. MBA. It is MBA. And it is not vowel. But what is? It is an. Sound it comes like A. For that it is an. An NGO. An. It is not vowel. But then it comes A sound, and for that it is an. An NP. An SP. SP A, and for that it is sound is A, and for that we used an. So we have to not remember this thing, that is A, E, I, O, U, these alphabets. But again one thing we have to keep in our mind, that is sound of A to AHA. A, A, E, U, U, A, I, O, AHA. Whatever sound it comes, we should have to use an. Uses of A. Before the words that begins with consonant sound, vowels, A, E, I, O, U, these 5 alphabets are vowels. Remaining all, except these 5, remaining all, these are consonant alphabets. So, first rule, what is that? Before the words that begins with consonant sound. Here you can see thirsty. It is A used because of this letter. A dam. So we used A. Second rule. Before such vowels which don't have sound of vowels. A university. It is U. U is vowel. You can find here. But we used A. Why? Because its sound is U. And for that we used A, not an. A 1 rupee. O is sound, but then also we used A. Why? Because V sound is there. Then A unique. Here also the same. U is there. And for that we will not go like with vowels. We have to see the sound of first word. Keep in your mind when we should not have to use A, an in the sentence. Before plurals, tables, lamps. Before uncountable noun, rice, water. We can say little rice, some water. Before name of material nouns, gold, glass. Before abstract noun. What is abstract? Abstract, it is feelings which we cannot show, but expression we can show it. Happy, joy. Before meals. Lunch, dinner. You cannot use it before meals in case you are referring to a particular meal hosted by someone very special. Then you will use an infinite article. For example, here they hosted a dinner for me. Before it is not used. Dinner is at 8 p.m. but it is specially given by anyone, and for that it is a dinner. Article the. We use the when we speak about a person or a thing in particular. Uses of the used before nouns of which there is only one. Sky, only one, and for that it is the sky, the sun, the south pole. Second rule, it is used before a noun followed by a relative clause. The pen that I brought. Pen is special because which pen that I brought, and for that it is used the. The man whom you met. For that it is particular, specified. It is used next. It is used before a noun which represents only one particular person or thing. I met the teacher. Why the teacher? Because special, my teacher. He left her in the garden, that is the garden of his house. Next. It is used before a noun which has become definite as a result of being mentioned again. He met a girl. So second time if we will talk about the girl, so that is the girl. The girl was beautiful. I ate an apple. The apple was tasty. Used before superlative. Example, the best, the most, the largest, the happiest. Like that. Whenever superlative degree it comes, we have to use the. Use before singular noun which represent a class. Class means it is group. The cow has horns. That is, all cows have horns. The rose is a beautiful flower. That is, roses are beautiful flower. And for that it is used the. Next, it is used before musical instrument, the harmonium, the guitar. Before an adjective that is used to represent a class of person. We should help the poor people. Poor, it is adjective. But why we used the here? Because talked about a class of people. Next, when we speak of population of a nation, that is then the Japanese, the Indians, we have to use. Use the before the names of trains, ship, newspaper, magazines, rivers, buildings, seas, desert, direction, religious book, oceans. So whenever that particular name it comes, that time we should have to use the. Definite article the is omitted in expressions such as go to bed, go to school, go to market, go to hospital, when these nouns are used for their primary function. Otherwise, they take the definite article the. The children went to school. To school for what they are going? Purpose is primary. To study. I went to the school to see the teacher. School here stands for specific building, and for that it is used the. We do not use article before proper noun. Did you speak to Margie? Before names of languages, I know how to speak Hindi. Before material or abstract noun, honesty is a virtue. Before name of days and months, January, Saturday, Friday, so on. Before name of country, India, Japan. Now, rack your brain. Use correct article. We shall arrive there in fill in the blanks are or to. So we have to see next word first later. What is that? H. But H is silent word and for that we have to use an R. By putting fill in the blanks united efforts, we can bring our nation a good name. United. Sound is y and it is not vowel. A to aha, that is vowel and for that we have to use here a. The office premises are cleaned by old servant. Old, it is vowel. For that it is an. Fill in the blanks. Truth prevailed and innocent was set free. Truth. So T it is consonant sound. But truth it is abstract noun and for that here no article. Mr. Joseph is fill in the blanks Frenchman who speaks fill in the blanks English better than fill in the blanks English. So what is here? Mr. Joseph is French. So first time we are speaking about him. So it is a Frenchman who speaks English. It is E is vowel. But English it is language. And for that here no article. Better than English. So this English is the class of person. And for that it is the. So your homework, whatever rules of A and D, we learn that everything you have to write in copy, learn rules. Jai Gurudev.